Hello? Oh, there it is. Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Mobile World Congress 2015 in Barcelona. And if you're here live, good afternoon. If you're on the web, good morning or good whatever it is, wherever you are. I'm going to talk to you today about really mobile, but from probably a little bit of a different perspective. I thought I'd start with numbers that probably a lot of you are very familiar with. If you take a look at it today, there's about 4.9 billion connected devices. But the estimate is by 2020, there'll be over 50 billion connected devices. Now that's fueled by growth continuing in things like smartphones and tablets that are connected, and even PCs that will be connected. But the real driver of that is going to be a lot of the Internet of Things. Devices that today aren't even connected or smart become connected as we go through the rest of this decade. That drives a large number of these devices. This is going to drive over a 2x growth rate in the data traffic that's being pushed onto the network. That drives all kinds of both problems, but also all kinds of opportunities for a company like Intel. It's driven by technology, whether that's at the network level, the device level, or in the data center itself. And so what I'm going to talk to you about today is taking a look at mobile from a little bit of a different perspective. And that's taking a look at it from really an end-to-end solution standpoint. That you don't want to just sit here and talk about a modem or a piece of silicon. But what you really want to talk about is a complete solution set. From the silicon that you start with on the device, whether that be an Internet of Things device, a mobile device, a handset, a tablet, or whether it goes all the way through the experiences that you want to have with those devices down through the network. And so I'm going to try and talk to you about how we're bringing solutions to all of those segments of this mobile problem as this thing really grows to 50 billion devices. So let's really go right into this and not waste any more time. We'll leave more time for questions, hopefully. And go into silicon. And we're really, oops, I'm off by, there it is. We're really trying to deliver a variety of silicon solutions now, not just, again, one set of solutions for a mobile device or a mobile product, but a host of solutions. I'm here today to talk to you a little bit about those. But I thought I'd first talk about the momentum that we've already gained in last year's progress and what we're looking forward to this year. If you take a look at last year, I think we really made a lot of progress in mobile devices. We went from, really, if you take a look at both tablets and phones, from really no presence or very low presence in the industry to hitting our goal of shipping 40 million tablets last year, becoming one of the leading device piece part or infrastructure organizations with our silicon in all of those tablets, and shipping several million phones as well last year. So I think we really made progress, and you saw that progress, and we'll talk a little bit about some of that progress today. But as we looked at our CES presence in this space, if you looked at the systems and products that were introduced, and you looked at some of the innovation that we've put out there in the last year, we've really gone to really helping drive a lot of the momentum behind the mobile devices. What I want to talk to you about today are a couple of new products that we're just launching. I'm going to start with two of them, the Atom X5 and the Atom X7. And what you're seeing us do now is we're starting to segment the Atom line. So you see the X3, the X5, the X7. The X5 and the X7 are really designed to be the performance platforms with Atom. This is a product that's formally codenamed Cherry Trail. You probably know about it. It's really our first 14-nanometer mobile solution with the new Atom core. And I actually brought one example here. This product has brought not only better CPU performance, but about 2x the graphics performance. And I'm going to try and drive a car here upside down, so you can't nick my driving here. I don't know if I'm going off-road or not. But the idea here is really much, much better graphics performance. I'm going to try and drive, okay, I'm going to drive in the opposite direction using the screen. But the idea here is 2x the graphics performance, improved battery life with the 14nm technology, I just keep hitting walls, and better CPU performance as well. This product will be in market as we come out through this first half of this year. And it actually began shipping at the end of 2014. So that's our first set of products, and that, like I said, is the Atom X5 and the X7. The next one I'd like to talk to you about, designed targeted directly towards the mobile space, is the Atom X3. And this is a product you've probably previously heard described as Sophia. This is the first of a whole family of products we'll be bringing out over the future here of fully integrated SoCs that have all of the connectivity and comms in the single piece of silicon. It's starting with 3G, and we have a set of products here from a variety of OEMs on the 3G. And as we go through the year, it will have LTE and all levels of LTE, Cat 4, Cat 6, so on and so forth as we go on. Our Sophia 3G platform launched at the end of year this year, and as I said, the LTE will be in the latter half later this year. So that gives you a feeling of the silicon. I wanted to show you that we have about 20 design partners, there it is, 20 design partners that are showcased at MWC this year with over 27 different designs that are going to be, if you go out into our booth, you'll see all of them. 4-inch to 8-inch, globally certified at launch. We can get a customer to market in 6 to 8 weeks with this product. So quite a difference here when you take a look at the silicon perspective. We've got the high end with Cherry Trail products. We've got the mid to lower range with Sophia. We've got 3G, we've got LTE, fully integrated, all orchestrated towards supporting the mobile silicon base. But you've got to have also additional modems. You've got to have that high-end modem for the real performance smartphones. So we've been producing the 7260 modem. It's been shipping with OEM partners for some time now. We have one example here. This is the Lenovo P90. This is using our 7260 product. And it'll start shipping, it's been shipping in China for a while. It'll ship through EMEA later on this quarter. And it's using the 7260. But we're also announcing today the 7360, which is the next generation of our mobile modem database. And it is full 5-mode modem, TDD, I always have to get this right, TDD, FDD, and TD, SCDMA. I always have to get those right. Supporting up to 29 LTE bands. It's considered a full Cat 10 modem, and that will be out later this year. And then additionally, if you go out into our booth right now, you can check out our 5G concept, pre-concept system that combines LTE with WiGig, delivering greater than 1 gigabit per second speeds. Again, showing really the next generation of modems and where we're headed with this modem technology. So I've shown you that we're going to deliver end to end, and I said, hey, silicon is just one portion, and you need to have not just the raw CPU, but you have to have a CPU, you have to have an SoC, and you want a performance modem. But that in itself is not enough. You want to deliver compelling applications, compelling usage models. And so I want to talk to you now about really what are we doing to bring new mobile experiences to these products. And this really has to be integrated between the additional hardware that you bring to this device and the SoC itself, along with the software and everything so it really works on a seamless, fluid experience. So we have two examples that I want to give you here this afternoon. The first one is RealSense, and you saw us introduce the first example of RealSense at CES. And, so to get this right, what RealSense does is adds basically 3D imaging capabilities, so you get all of the depth data in the application itself. And so I can take this picture, these were actually pictures taken here in Barcelona, and just using the slider scale, I can adjust the lighting so it goes from black and white to, you can see the lights turn on with the depth of the picture. That's just one example of an application usage of RealSense. This was the Venue 8. We introduced this. This started shipping in January, and we introduced this at CES. But I want to show you the next version, which is the Dell Venue 10. And this is the first of the next level of these same devices. It has that same RealSense camera on the back. And I'll first show you another one of the applications. We've shown this a couple times. And this is where it'll adjust focus. This is again a picture we took here in Barcelona. You can see the bike racks. But what I was really looking for was to see these people in the background. I didn't want the bike. If I just simply touch on those people, they become in focus and the bike becomes unclear. I could touch, then back on the bike, and the bike becomes focused. So you don't have to worry about what you focus on. It will adjust real time for you. Now, we did a lot of work with Dell on the special hinge, and this device is really kind of neat. It's a wireless hinge that has some special technology we've developed so that you don't have the typical pins and difficult combination. It just magnetically attaches back, and it's a fully functioning keyboard. A lot of technology went into delivering this, and that will be up later this quarter. Another thing I wanted to show you was wireless charging, which is really, you've seen a lot of that going on in the show here, and this is really coming to almost, we believe, all of your devices. We have a table here with wireless charging built into it, and I always use these light boards to kind of demonstrate that it is a charging table and it is able to charge. And then this is our Broadwell reference design, and I'll lay that over. And you can see it's charging as well, wireless charging. And if I lift it up, it goes away, put it back, and it starts recharging, hopefully. I'll count on the fact that it'll charge there in a second. But we believe that wireless charging is going to really be the next big push that people use to allow them freedom of wires. Freedom of wires and cords, and just really make your life much more mobile and free. And that's going to be another kind of next step for people in the mobile space. The last section around mobile experiences is around security. And I think as we all look at what's going on in the world, security is becoming more and more of an important factor in our mobile devices. And so, again this week we're announcing that we've built a lot of partnerships with our Intel security platforms. The Samsung Galaxy S6 and S6 Edge will be shipping with pre-installed McAfee antivirus on the systems. The LG Android smart device are already protected, but we're also going to extend that now to the wearables. And McAfee Mobile Security will be available on the LG Watch Urbane. So you'll be able to add McAfee antivirus to your watch and wearable now. Think of the data that's coming across these wearables and your desire to have those be protected. And then we've talked about TrueKey. TrueKey really allows this multi-factor identification. We've got a series of new partners with Brightstar, Deutsche Telekom, and Prestigio that will be using TrueKey for multi-factor identification, really again improving your security. So we started with silicon. I showed you now the experiences that are important as well in these mobile devices. We really want to have a breadth of experiences and usages. We've got a host more coming out this year. I've chosen a few that really kind of, we believe, highlight where people are headed. The last section of this is the network transformation itself. As we said, these 50 billion devices are going to cause the data traffic rate to increase at a rate of about 2x per year. Whether it's wearables, which every wearable that gets added adds a lot more data than some other devices. But you look at the devices that we're adding, whether it's Internet of Things, wearables, mobile devices that we carry ourselves, it's really adding to this network load. What this really means to the data center is that you need to do a transformation. And whether you're in the enterprise and you're dealing with these additional devices that are getting added, or you're trying to drive an IoT within your own enterprise operation, this is something we've been doing at Intel, where we want to start adding these devices. We want to be able to accelerate new services, new capabilities in our own factories. The use of cloud computing, so you can get access to that data anywhere you are. Things that people have been used to in their mobile devices, people are asking for in the enterprise space as well now, where you're able to get access to the IoT data on your factory, or your operation, or your trucks, no matter where you are in the world. To the telecom infrastructure. As this load gets put onto those, they're looking for improved costs, total cost of ownership, ability to expand their networks and adapt their networks at a very quick rate. So they're looking for being able to adapt to this increased workload and varying workload. The key to all this then is working closely with these industry partners to transform these networks. This isn't new for Intel. We've been doing this kind of work in the data center for years. I believe Intel really helped create what the data center is today. And our Xeon platform is the backbone of most data centers. People are looking for the advantage of server volume economics and virtualization technologies to drive the costs of these data centers down now. They want standards and open platforms that allow them to utilize options that are much, much lower cost. We've been working with customers for years now, helping them expand their businesses with these architectural conversions as things go from customized ASICs and non-standard products to really standard products that allow people to use these open architectures, whether it be open architectures in hardware or open architectures in software. To that end, we are excited to announce we've made a great deal of progress in this effort. We've got partnerships with Alcatel and Lucent in the server and virtualization section to bring really virtualized radio access and network solutions to the baseband area using the Xeon-based servers. And we're doing customer trials in 2015, and it'll be commercially available in 2016. It's showing at MWC here with China Mobile and Telefonica. If you were at Hans's presentation this morning, you saw our partnership with Ericsson on their cloud system, where they're working especially with the telecom providers to provide telecom service at costs and total costs of ownership that are comparable with the large cloud operators, allowing other players to get into this segment of the business at a very affordable level. And the last section is with Huawei, where we're really transforming the cloud into their data centers, developing the next generation of Huawei's Fusion Sphere based on our Intel architecture. And these are just 3 examples of really transforming the data center, driving a cloud infrastructure at a much, much lower cost and total cost of ownership after the initial installation. It really demonstrates the transition from customized silicon, from non-standard silicon, to really a software-defined, software-driven infrastructure that's based on standard architectures and open architectures. So I've talked to you today about really the complete end-to-end solution. That having just a piece of silicon or a piece of software or one piece of infrastructure is not enough. You really have to think about this from not only the basic silicon, and when you think about that, you need standalone modems, you need SoCs, you need a variety, a family of architectures that can span the performance levels. But you also have to provide compelling applications and drive new usage models and new capabilities into these architectures. We showed you RealSense and wireless charging. And then lastly, as that data load increases, we need to work with the network providers to change their infrastructure, lowering the cost, making it easier to expand and grow, and really allowing them to build on an open infrastructure, an open architecture with standard hardware. We believe that all of these solutions are required to provide the mobile environment that we all are looking for as we go to the back half of this decade. With that, I think I am done, and we can go to questions.